this works, but it's the exact opposite for the main any percents. Alright, let's try this again properly this time. 3, 2, 1, go. Also, yeah, congrats on your exams. Hopefully they went well. Because again, as somebody that's done their uni exams a long time ago, keep on top of those folks. Good luck. Like, they can get really nasty. They can get massively nasty. It's square for the first one, right? Yeah, it is. Again, shout out to one of my university exams, where the actual exam took place off campus at 7:30 in the morning in a church that was like a mile away from campus. No idea. No idea. In a church. In a church. Everybody hated that one. The best part about that one as well, it wasn't an easy exam either. It was it the quantitative one? I think it was. I think it was quantitative functions and fractions, etc. That's the wrong button, my dude. Good job. These are always the same button press each time. I don't know how you messed that up. I did mess that up. So, I don't know. I don't know. Also, sorry if my commentary is getting a little quieter at the moment. Wow, I'm right next to him. All those rants I went on earlier about, like, leaderboard stuff and left my throat quite dry. Oy, oy, oy. But yeah, I'd like to finish this run off positively, you know? I'd like to finish the stream off positively. I want to have fun with the run. It's not fun to constantly, like, reset to LAD sometimes, unfortunately. So, as you've already guessed, your triple light strong combo is what you want to use to take care of enemies quickly. Sender is the only difference. Who is a pain in the ass. Gets some extra damage. So I can miss this. Just really hoping to avoid that. You can see that I'm also doing a lot of quick step cancelling. So quick step cancelling is where I'm using quick step in the middle of, or the end of my combo to stop myself from kind of falling backwards and losing time. Shame. Nice seeing the someone different EQ exam. Yee. I can skip these faster. I'm doing a very bad job of skipping cutscenes right now. So, main plot is Yagumi's gone off to fight a bear. There you go. Kaito's at home for the weekend. It's time to do some Kaito stuff. So, there's going to be a case that comes in whilst Yagami is away, and Kaito's going to take care of it. The nice thing about this case is it actually has a little bit of importance to Kaito himself. But we need to get to chapter 2 for that. We still have one final thing to do in terms of fights for this chapter. We have to learn Kaito's second fighting style, which is very, very similar to a fighting style that you have seen in previous Yakuza games. I don't know how all these civilians are getting despawned by me at the minute. I wish I could do that for other Yakuza games. Wish I could do that for bloody 5. That's for sure. Which, speaking of, for those who weren't here earlier, schedule for the next couple of days. Tomorrow we're going to do a Yakuza 0 any % run. Then, on Sunday, we're going to do a Yakuza 5 speedrun. And on Monday, we'll do another LAD run. So we can keep up the practice for GDQ and also, obviously, hopefully do a little better at it. Okay, attack skip. So taxiing here, because it's a little quicker on PS5. We're going to head to the pharmacy here. There's an item that we can buy. Just went down the wrong road. I might be a bit tired at this point. Okay. This safety belt is a decent starting accessory for getting some attack. No, it would be any %. I feel like doing the any % route because it's been a hot minute. Attack 1. Beautiful. I did this menu correctly for once. Yo. Not bad. No, I feel like doing any % for 0 because it's been a long time. This is Kaito's second fighting style. It might look familiar. Not that. Damn it, that's not what I wanted to do. Now I'm going to be, yeah, a bit behind in my hits. That's terrible. If I could have grabbed the ashtray, it would have been better. Oh, that's bad. Kaito, leave it calm, my dude. That's terrible. I'm losing time because of that. Essentially, if you just hit square at the start, use an ashtray, and you can just take them out in a single combo each. Unfortunately, because I accidentally hit circle another time to cancel the tutorial message, I accidentally grabbed the guy, which caused me to lose time, obviously. But we want to do our equipment and level up before the end of the chapter, because in this flashback, we can't actually do any menuing here. Specifically look at the lower part of her back rather than the upper part. Blouse. Resume. Spin. Sniff. Damn it, too far away. Not far away enough? Come on, video game. I hate this. Box then blouse. Box then blouse. Hitboxes in Dragon Engine games suck ass. Massively suck ass. Okay. So for this fight, we're obviously going to be using tank style. Tank is very much like Beast from Zero with a couple of upgrades. You won't throw the weapon at the end of your combo. I would like to heat attack the guy with the large HP bar. That was not him. He's now doing an EX move. It's going to cost me time. Excellent. I love this fight. The trouble about doing the... Great. The trouble about doing the free light strong combo is that resets the enemy's position so they can do their EX attack off of the back of it, which is why it's not actually like fully safe. This is not going well. This guy thinks I'm his old man. So he wants us to find his mother, who is also somebody that the other guy wanted us to find, who is also Kaito's ex-flame. Cool. So we're gonna go and try and find Mikiko. I'm making mistakes already. Hell yeah. Cover your eyes. I forgot. Cover your eyes again. God, I hate that bit. For some reason, there's 2 flashbacks attached to that cutscene, so when you skip it, it just flashes the screen twice. It sucks. Speak to the sleeping guide. Find out that we have to use our hearing to find him. He's listening to music. Turn around. Turn on the megaphone. Yell at him to wake up. Perfect. Oh my god, bad menuing. This sucks. My menuing is bad. In a run that's as short as this, you need good menuing. Okay. For this fight, we're going to change to tank and hope for a little bit of luck here. We're hoping that both of these guys will walk together. Not necessarily this way, because this way is actually kind of bad. But whatever. We're going to get ourselves Deadly Dance and Attack 2. This is going to make it so that we do a lot of damage with weapons. They are not falling over, which is actually really good. They're not actually getting launched away. That's actually really, really good. They usually do. Okay. Okay with this. Good fight. Actual good fight. Okay, we're going East Tahir Boulevard. This next fight's a little finicky. We've got 2 enemies coming up here. One of which has a knife, one of which has a stun gun. So they're both really dangerous. We're going to take care of the guy with the large HP bar first. It's going to give time to the stun gun guy to actually build up an attack. I don't know where he is going. This is a bad fight. He usually does not do that many attacks. As long as you avoid that, fight's on. Bad fight. Not a good fight. Yikes. I'm having some really terrible fights so far. So, we're going to find more information about Mikiko, but more importantly, we're going to upgrade Kaito's nose, which we're going to use immediately. So, Primal Nose plus an EX Primal Nose is going to unlock a couple of sniff spots around town, one of which we're going to go and get right now. This sniff spot is going to contain an accessory, a piece of, not an accessory even, a piece of lower gear, which is actually one of the best that you can get in the game. It's also going to give us 2,000 skill points, which is a heck of a lot, considering, you know, what we just spent. If there's a fight spawn like there is here, it doesn't matter. This is an area trigger, so you can just run straight to the cutscene, which is great. Okay, so we need to find out information on Mikiko. We're not going to find much from here other than a lady who says somebody was here looking for her a long time ago, which is the important thing. To the roof. Cool. Divine water. Oh no. Please, Kaito, don't fall for divine water. Want to go specifically into this lift, into the basement level. This will get us down as low as we can go, which is close to the next NPC to speak to, which is the cleaning lady. So we have to find that little girl's cat, which is actually here in this area. It's stuck on a balcony, so we do the sensible thing of sending our drone at it. Listen, it works. Listen, it works. It's not the way that I would choose to get it, but it works. And then we got a fight. Guess who's back? So, I'm going to run over here, specifically use my EX for a little bit of extra damage, grab the sign, and hopefully use it against the majority of these enemies. I should use a strong attack rather than light attacks, but it's fine. Ideally, I use a heat attack against him, as you can see. Deals good damage. By using the 4 hit, it's going to knock him on the ground, but it is going to make it so the height can just combo off of him. I stopped his EX, which is good. Nice guard, I hate you. Enemies that guard. That sucks. That was an okay fight up until the last guy. So we're now going to go out of our way a little bit to get a specific memory. So around town in Kaito Files, there are memories you can get that give you different move unlocks for Kaito. What we're going to do is we're going to go get this one right here. This gives us access to a set of finisher... Forgot, this is Lost Judgment. Cars also hit you in Lost Judgment. Shit. Great. This gives us access to Gori Gori Finisher. Such bad timing on that card. That also deals HP damage to me, which isn't good for the set piece coming up. In this set piece, we want, or this search section, we want to look at this box right here. That number. The phone. Skip this. Beautiful. Okay, now we go over to Pink Street. Definitely losing time to stupid little things so far, but we have lots of time saved in the next chapter if we do it correctly. I've not managed to do the new skips correctly yet, so we'll see. No fight spawn. Nice. I can actually just run through here for once. No, I can't. So if there's an enemy spawn, you can get rid of it with the drone. And Bato's new hideout is actually the old KJ art from Judgment 1. Nice reuse of this set piece, to be honest. So, the stealth sections have a couple of improvements for Kaito, where... Oh, get stuck on the stairs because of high FPS. Run to the left after this cutscene, by the way, so that you can hopefully have a good angle on these doors. Beautiful. Beautiful. Listen to this door. Before you go in there, quickly go out here. We're going to run down the stairs and grab these wristbands, which is another accessory, obviously. Bad. Skippable, and then skippable. That's actually probably a text skip, if I'm being honest. Okay. We do have to walk inside the room for a story point that we need to get that one. Otherwise, we can't continue. Upstairs, specifically, there's going to be this guy here, and this is one of the big improvements to the stealth section over Lost Judgments and Judgment stealth sections. You can just run into enemies. Kaito just punches people, which is fantastic. And because we're on the left, we have a nice starting position for this door. For this door. Sniff this door. And look at this door. Good. Yeah, unfortunately, like, enemies, there are a lot of guarding enemies in Yakuza 3. The game really wants you to kind of counter enemies rather than, you know, go massively aggressive towards them. It's not great, but it's not like the worst thing. Listen to this door. Listen to this door. Perfect. Okay. You can only skip the first knock, by the way, if you're wondering why I'm looking at the rest of these knocks, you can only skip the first one. And yeah, as DBF says, the trouble is, with Yakuza 3, there is quantity over quality in terms of, like, sub-stories, because there's, like, 100 of them, like, over 100 of them, which sucks. Heck yeah, suck it, door. Okay, items. So, wristband, demonic fundoshi, hands reversal rage, repel 1 and 2, power driver, gory. Get cross strike later. Not the best position for after the fight, but it's fine. Good stealth. Very good stealth. All of our new skips, by the way, are coming up in the chapter after this one. For some reason, you can't regain control here. That's why you want to try and get to the door in time, but it's hard. Okay, so some enemies are really susceptible to the power drivers. Some of us are more susceptible to being launched. We're going to launch Fudo. That's not what I want. Come on. Trouble about this side of the room is these boxes will stop your combo. So you can see there that when I was on the ground, I did a quick step cancel to get up quicker so I could finish him. Not a good fight because unfortunately I pushed him into this corner. Those boxes stop his kind of like descent when you're trying to punch him in the middle of your combo. I also messed up one of my star shifts, so oh well. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Here we're going to change our disguise immediately. Doesn't matter which one. Avenue. Over to the batting center, and hopefully that was the last fight of the chapter, because if I get into another one, that means I've gotten into an optional fight, which shouldn't happen. Beautiful. Okay. And taxi to Pink Street. I think I'm losing time in this chapter looking at things right now, which is a bit of a shame. But again, I have a lot of time save in the next chapter. A lot of time save in the next chapter. Okay. Again, high FPS, you can get caught in the stairs. Sniff your door, because there's someone smoking in here that isn't us. Keep forgetting not to start skip that every time. No. Don't start skip this. Drone, and if we can do the drone at the right angle, we can get the cutscene early, which hopefully is that. Yep, that'll do. Not too bad. We're going to get a phone call from the lady saying that she has the business card of the person who's looking for Mikiko. And we're going to go and see them at the start of the next chapter. Really? I skipped that too early? Damn it. I am somehow ahead. Okay. How bad was my chapter 2 in my PB? How was that a gold? That wasn't good. Fair enough. So you can see we're pretty close in terms of time at the moment. Gonna be less time if I don't skip cutscenes properly. I don't have any of the new skips in my PB, so theoretically, we should be able to save time in this chapter. Theoretically. Whether that's true or not is a whole nother ballgame, because these skips are actually kind of tough to pull off. So this is the home of Shirakawa. I'm using the wrong control stick again. So he is a doctor. He is out here, kind of in the sticks, kind of in the middle of nowhere. He confirms that actually Mikiko ended up here after all. She had amnesia for a while, and he was helping her out. Unfortunately, a week ago she left. And this is one of the boss fights you can skip faster in Japanese. This is Nishio. Definitely not Ninja from Fortnite. We're going to be getting attack level 3. And I'll get cross strike while I'm here, and that'll be it. Good. We're gonna launch Nishio. This fight kind of sucks. There's no, like, really good way of dealing with a lot of the fights in this one. So you'll see that I'll do my full combo onto Nishio. Come on! I'm not gonna take him out. Because I know he's gonna come after me. Positions of enemies right here, so I'm not doing a good job of keeping them together. Now, I do not want to use up all of my EX in this fight. Very important I say it for the next fight. I knew that would get multiple, which is why I did the full combo there. Having only one bar for this next fight is fucking dangerous. Okay. Okay. I just need to do good work at the start of this fight. No EX, I guess. We're gonna launch Kenmochi. Nice, we didn't get the music glitch, we get his actual theme. Shit, that's fine because he's in his EX. I managed to get that hit and still not actually get hit too hard. That's impressive. Good fight. Good fight. These QTs are all the same. Fuck yeah, Kenmochi, and fuck yeah, Kenmochi's theme. So good! It's so good! God, every single QTE with Kenmochi is a riot. So good. But it makes it look like Tekken sometimes, yep. The Judgment games... sans Lost Judgment, although if you're talking casually, yes as well. The Judgment games are a little more fighting game kind of orientated than the Yakuza games. Like, you can actually juggle people in these games, as you're seeing right here. Juggling people is a very important thing for both, obviously, Kaito files and also OG Judgment. Lost Judgment Speedrun is a bit of a shame because all we do is EX mode, because EX mode is very, very strong in that game. But Lost Judgment's, obviously, Kaito files, thankfully, has a hell of a lot of nice little bit of fight tech to it. A bit more akin to the older Yakuza runs, which is nice. Mostly because, you know, Kaito's two styles are essentially Brawler and Beast from Zero. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I need you to do me a favor. You've done it once before. Please now do it again. Cat Jam in the chat. Thanks a bunch. I should have done the X for it so I can cancel out. Where's the gun? What are you doing here? Bad fight. What are you doing here? 2 for the first, 1 for the second. God, I love this track so much. Like, this is Fog, F-O-G, on the official OST. It plays once during the main Lost Judgment game for about a minute. This is Kaito's dropkick. Always. That might be slightly slower, I don't care. But in Lost Judgment's Kaito files, it plays for longer, and it plays 3 times. It's good. Usually with DLC, I kind of like them, you know, having new music, and yes, there's new music for the boss fights. Reusing this track in the any percent of the actual game for Kaito files, very good. Good fight. Lining up quite nicely. I felt like I pushed the first guy a bit to the left. You can get the first guy caught on that pipe right there and not get any kind of, like, distance with him. This fight is kind of hard to pull off because at the start of the fight, we kind of push this guy towards that bench and we really don't want to, which I've already done again, because I'd like the bench for the second part of this fight. Nice Arase dodge, my dude. Stop that. These guys all have guns, which is usually a bit of a problem, but thankfully it shouldn't be that much of a problem. I did not mean to cancel out my combo there. You're going to EX at some point. So I'm going to juggle you. You can't EX if I juggle you. Still that missed. Okay. Also, I'm missing one big bit of speed tech right here, and it's very important, actually. It would be saving me... I've missed it 3 times at this minute, so I've probably lost 10 seconds to not doing it. when you're on the floor, this is very important. Unlike Lost Judgment, unlike Yagami has a quick method of getting up off the ground. Kaito does not unless you're in your EX. However, if you go to ground via the end of Gori Gori Finisher like that, if you quick swap your styles from, obviously, tank to Brawler? Bruiser? Yeah, the other one? You will actually get up off the ground a lot quicker. I mean a lot quicker. Which is something that I should be doing. Anyway, it's time for the same set piece, but this time it's a self section. And unfortunately, this is where our speed tech comes into play, and fucking hell is it hard to pull off. This is we found this recently, this is really hard to pull off. It saves you like a good 15 seconds. It is really nasty. Let's get on the stairs I can run. 1 for this one. So we have to avoid running into the police. If you saw the stealth section earlier, you might be thinking, why don't we just punch the police? I wish. Unfortunately not. Now, here's the first skip. What we're going to do is get his attention. Shit, he actually saw me. It's over. Runs over. It's really finicky to do. You have no time to get his attention and then avoid him. Oof. I can still, like, actually PB if I do the rest of this run well, is the weird thing. Don't run. Don't run. Jesus Christ. This guy also randomly turns around towards you here, so you actually have to be a little careful. See if I can pull that off a bit better this time. Avoid the elevator as well, by the way, because you get a little bit of text from Kaito. You're turning around, which is good. Don't have to worry about you. I can stand here and just wait for this guy to come through. Obviously, there we go. The reason that you do this is because of this. He turns around immediately. Otherwise, he walks down this entire corridor. Now, cop skip number 2 is actually harder than that one. This one sucks. This guy waits for you the entire time. His AI doesn't start moving until we get to this point. We are going to move ahead of him by making him look at us. This is the dangerous bit. This bit sucks. This bit really is finicky to pull off. It's very tight timing-wise. When he gets to this bit here, I have to actually run ahead of him, throw this coin to get his attention, and then run around the corner. If done correctly, it keeps him busy enough that he doesn't see us, because for some reason, these are solid walls. That's the hard cop skip right there. That's the hard one. This one sucks a little bit. You can run a bit earlier than that, but I'm not trusting myself. That's the hard cop skip. That is genuinely really tight timing-wise. Okay. First of all, we want to go and look at this drawer over here. Return. Look at the crowbar. This is a start skip. Oh, listen to the PC, because for some reason Kaito can hear burnt hard drives. Switch back to normal. Kenmochi's business card. Look at the drawer. Crowbar. 413625. 413625. Nice code. It's a really nice, it's a really fun code to input actually, because you don't have to go too far. And that's it. Okay, so and that's a start skip because there's a big fade out at the end of it. Okay, cool. Yeah, so funnily enough, that's what we like to call cop skip. We don't have proper cop skip in Yakuza 4, unfortunately, because it's too finicky to do. But we have cop skip in, obviously, Kaito files, which is nice. Not a start skip. Looks like start skip, not start skip. East High Boulevard. It looks like it'd be a bit quicker to get to Pink Street. And if you can run down Kyushu, it is. But when you taxi to Pink Street, you almost guarantee a fight spawn coming from the top of this road. Whereas this way, you just run forward and you get here reasonably fast. This is the most improperly timed tailing segment in any of the Yakuza games. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tailing segment. This tailing segment takes about 8 minutes. Except it doesn't. Because thankfully, Duncan has found two skips in this bit. Of all the Judgment games, it's Kaito files that get speed tech, proper speed tech, in the tailing segment. And on one of the nastiest ones at that. Now, if you've seen Lost Judgment's any percent, you know that if we get the attention of our target, we can speed them up a bit. Unfortunately, because Kenmochi is with a lady friend, if we get Kenmochi's attention, he is not going to speed up. He will always go at the same speed each time. He always turns around at the same points. that's why we don't want to get his attention early. If we push him into the yellow and red caution, he's going to turn around a lot earlier, which is bad. I hope he doesn't mess up in the next bit this time. You just... Alright, kid. We need to have words. Now, thankfully, unlike OG Judgment, only your target can see you. So because his lady friend here didn't actually saw us, she doesn't actually technically count to see you in these parts. Only Kenmochi does. Because otherwise her AI breaks quite a lot, and she will see you a bunch of times. Now, for this bit, you can hide behind the sign as well to the right, but if you hide behind the sign, you start losing track of them a bit earlier. This bit's kind of nice because they're not going to turn around too many times. The first and last skips is coming up in the part after this one. It's also a little finicky. Yeah, cop skip for Yakuza 4 would be great if it was, like, doable, but considering it relies on us pushing aside an NPC with spawned NPCs, that sucks. Because it's really cool tech and saves us, like, a good amount of time, but you lose more time trying to do it, and how awkward it is to do it, so... Oh, very hidden. Very, very hidden. So as long as we don't get too close, Kenmochi should not turn around for this part. We should be good. And ideally, I will stay as least spotted as possible for this bit. So, yeah, there it is. This is where the skip happens. Now, we need Kenmochi to get distracted, which he does via that accident on the left. If we move out too early, Kenmochi is going to turn around and look at us, which is a big problem. I do not know the timing on this bit, if I'm being brutally honest. So I'm going to play it safe. He should not turn around now. He'll look at the accident on the left, to which point I can run to the right, not touch any obstacles, keep going. Ladies and gentlemen, tail skip number 1. Kaito, please use this as sign, thank you. Yes, folks, Kaito Files is the first Judgment game that actually has a skip for the tailing segments, and that's only the first. And because I did that so goddamn pristinely, I can play real aggressive with the next one. Because I am at 0%, I can play so very aggressive at the next one. Now, it looks like Kaito is standing up here. He's actually not. Watch what happens when I touch the control stick. Kaito was hiding. Now, Kenmochi should not see us here. Like, even standing like that, he should not see us. He won't turn around here because we haven't gotten any into that percentage at the top right-hand side of the screen, where he obviously notices us. And because we're still at 0%, he will turn around the least amount of times in this bit, which again, allows me to be very, very aggressive in the part after this bit. So even that one failed cop skip, we might not lose too much time. This is always his turnaround point. It should be his only turnaround point at 0%. This is good stuff. Hey, Nico. Hope you're doing well. Again, Nico, I am so looking forward to seeing you at GDQ. I had no idea. I was genuinely, like, when I go into GDQ with LED, I actually did get really worried, because, like, the last thing I want to do is, like, not have people to hang out with, but the more and more people that get confirmed, like, the more and more people I'm finding out are going. So, here's your next skip. Oh, no. Kenmochi is seeing me. Whatever am I going to do? Red is a bit of a shame, but that's fine. This is an area trigger. The fucking fight spawn is an area trigger both times. This is exactly why this works, speed tech-wise. Remember how we talk about triggers in terms of, like, fights for the older Yakuza games? It's an area trigger. As long as you run into it, you will just go into the fight. I've literally just saved, like, a minute. Wait for him to go, There you go. Like, it literally saves you a minute. Like, we have been asking the entire time for some kind of skip to the tailing segments. Kaito! Kaito's our boy. Kaito is awesome. Kaito skips are so good. Now, because I'm at 60%, Kenmochi is going to turn around 1 or 2 extra times, including near the start here. Aren't you, Kenmochi? Wait for for it. Camera. All of his turnarounds are scripted to the percentage value that he is at. He is at his highest alert percentage right now, which means I know exactly which points he's going to turn around. He's going to turn around either once or twice more. He should only turn around once more, not here unless I make a mistake. He'll turn around when he gets to the end corner when we can't see it. God, I love these skips. I love having them. There he is, he's turned. See his arms still there? He's turned. Just be careful, just be patient. And that should be the last time that he turns around. We've saved a good chunk of time here. I just need a good Kenmochi fight, because my Kenmochi fight in my PB actually isn't that good. So, hopefully. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I'm going to very ask you kindly, in the chat box, please type the words Cat Jam. We're back again, folks. Switch to tank. We're going to use this plant here. Early enough, everybody hopefully dies. Unfortunately, I missed this guy twice somehow, even though he's up front of the pack. The drop. Shame it cuts out there. For this part, turn around. Grab this item. Hurricane is about 130k item at Ebisu. It gives a massive chunk of attack. I'm going to start by running forward and grabbing the table, and then hopefully getting on in time to hit the mowing guy. You want to get rid of the wristbands, like kind of brain fight that. Ideally, you don't hit the ads, because this guy goes into his EX, which is not good for you. As long as you have this table, you should be able to do good damage, hopefully.
Cat jam, cat jam, cat jam.
I fully agree with the cat jam, cat jam, cat jam. Thank you very much. I'm going to interrupt his EX with this hate attack. Good fight. Shame I end it on tank rather than bruiser, but it's fine. I can fix that in the next fight. Froden Gamer, thank you very much for the 13 months. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. This one's hard. This one's actually a hard fight. Oh, wait. Yes, keep him out of the pool. The important thing is we must keep him out of the pool in this part. And myself, preferably, because you can see that's why. Oh, come on. Have I missed the last hit? Bad fight, bad fight. That's why I get the repel, just in case. Shame, bad fight. That was almost a really good fight. Second half again. The second half of my endgame fights has been letting me down a lot. There's a lot of variables that can happen with this Kenmochi fight. That pool is the biggest problem. Also, get ready to enjoy one of the best QTs in this entire game. Any percent or main story included. I just love the fact they play off the fact that, you know, Kaito and Kenmochi are super strong. Look at this shit right here. For fuck's sake. It's so fucking good. It's genuinely so fucking good. I should be like a minute ahead at this point. Like, I'm saving time here despite the fact that I actually game overed in the middle of the chapter. That gold is a gold pre-skips as well. So, I should be saving a bunch of fucking time in that chapter. Just don't die in the finale this time like an idiot, yeah. You could save so much time in this chapter. I got like a minute of time save here. Sync up the music. Yup. God, I love everything about the Kaito Files' QTEs. Like, they play Kaito off as, like, you know, a real strong man, and he is, and, like, they have that respect moment for the brief second between Kenmochi and Kaito. This fight's a little finicky coming up here. We're going to be up against two of them. Now, one of them goes down really massively to the power driver, so this might be the first time you see me use the power driver combo. Ideally, I will pick up the vase. Vase is good. I don't want to go for Sender first, but it's fine. Ideally, use the vase against Igarashi here. Shame. I'm going to use hit attack, because again, good damage. He's going to go EX. Or he's going to stab me. That also works. So Sender doesn't get up straight away. This is the problem with using the power driver as Sender. Shame. But I can use the power driver against Igarashi, because Igarashi gets up very aggressively, like so, which means that I can continue punishing him for constantly getting up, like that. This is the chapter where you're going to be seeing a lot of this power driver combo. The power driver combo is very reminiscent of the bounding throw combo that you'll see in Yakuza 5 on Sunday. It is an almost infinite. Again, it depends on the fight, and there's a couple of fights where it acts as an almost infinite, where it isn't a full infinite. So if Igarashi at any point there decided not to get up straight away, it would not have worked again. The whole point of the power driver combo is that it needs Rich Guy. It needs your third hit, your third strong hit, to actually connect so that you can get the power driver off. Good menu. Good menu. See, this is what I mean about confidence in menuing. Like, having good confidence in menuing allows you to just go fast. Like, I didn't even think about that one there, because I knew... Damn it. I knew exactly... Like, I knew exactly which one that was. Like... Also, Yagami stopped fighting bears. He went off on a swan boat. Nice timing on that skip. That was almost too early. And it's time to start the finale.
Kaito.
Really? Second too early again. Okay. So, your options here. To destroy evidence. The hard drive. The culprit is Knife Daddy. So, Knife Daddy is the person who wants to look for Mikiko. And is also the father to Jun, not us. And unfortunately, Knife Daddy is a bad man. Knife Daddy's a real bad man. Nothing else to ask. Thank you. Thank you. Please, 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 I'm losing time. Please. Oh yeah, don't forget. Disguise route is definitely faster here. Disguise route is 100% faster here. So, we have to sneak into the party. We're going to do that by putting on a disguise. Work clothes. I think it's work clothes that work. Perfect. That is absolutely faster. That is absolutely faster than waiting for the waiter to walk by. That is absolutely faster. There's no way that's not faster. I would be shocked. Grab that key. That key is going to lead us outside to an unfortunate old friend of ours. If you've played a lot of Judgment and you've done some of the side content in Lost Judgment, you might recognize the guy who's going to turn up in a second. It's a long text skip. Okay, at the start of his name. Yeah, exactly. Skip through this early. It allows you to cancel out and run. Say hello once again to Tashiro, and this is skippable in the Japanese dub. The other reason why it's quicker to use the Japanese dub. Should have EX first, but it's fine. I should have relaunched it, actually. Okay. Not bad, not great. Should have relaunched. If I relaunched, it would have been a bit faster. Probably about like 2 or 3 seconds. Okay, so now we've stolen Tashiro's outfit. Again. Poor guy. Every time. Poor guy. So, we're now going to infiltrate the party and not run off like an idiot this time, are we through? Good job, idiot. We're now going to speak to Lady and friend of Lady. That's, unfortunately, their names in this game. So, she's gone off to speak to some of the head honchos. We speak to her, and that's going to carry on the story. We cannot find Mikiko or Kyoya here. Kyoya is supposed to be here today, but he's apparently not going to be here. But spoilers, he is here. Guess who's back? I don't think I have any EX to start this fight with, so we're going to go the old-fashioned way. I do. Launch Nishio. Timing. Again. Cancel out. Oh, shit. Nice. Didn't mean to get my actual, like, speed up, but you know, I will. Terrible, because I knocked him to the ground. So, stance cancelling is so very important in the run. As you can see, it's just go, like, way faster. there. Should be careful to take care of this guy first so that he doesn't do his EX move. Ah, Sender! He pushed me out of the way. Sender, my dude. It's also interesting to see like an actual like Yakuza character with like a very like different visual like flair and design. Like, start with the guy on the right. Again, stops him doing his EX attacks. Gonna launch him. God, getting my time down for this. Oh, he's skipped my bloomin' thing. Oh, hello, that's not what I wanted to do. Missed my opportunity. Get up off the ground! Or don't. That's fine, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Thank you for cat jamming as well, by the way. God, this song is so good. I love it so much. I should have a bit of EX for the start of this one as well, actually. Lots of enemies in the corridor. I'm gonna do this. You're getting launched. Wait. Sucks. It's the guy that I don't want to get hit by. Not the best fight, unfortunately. It's fine. This way. Alright, so we have a couple of stealth sections coming up. This bit makes me do really bad things that I really should not do. So, can't skip this, not until the scene changes. There we go. So, these guys have guns. It's time to proceed with proper stealth. Avoid all of the hiding spots here and get caught behind them. This is proper stealth. You see that I am losing HP. Now, if you kill enough enemies at this point, you can get a upgrade from killing enemies in the air that increases your attack at low HP, which we're at. Trouble is, this next fight can kill us very quickly. So, don't like doing it. So I'm gonna just heal instead. Because I'd rather not die, because this is looking like it's gonna PB for once. It actually looks like it's gonna PB for once. We ain't gonna bust a nut. Shout out to Spike Vegeta fans in the chat. Genuinely great person. Switch to your tank and smack people with the table. Doesn't really matter if you aim for the main guy here. There's going to be backup at points during this fight. So obviously dealing with enemies with furniture is really good here. You know, grab himself some furniture. At some point he's going to have to die, and he does have a gun, so he is a good target to go for. But once we take care of enough normal ads, we get more enemies appearing. This is nice. Build up my EX. These guys, usually you grab a fresh table for, but I still have good hits on this chair. I'm going to just keep using it. So these are the last set of backups, so these are the last, like, big enemies coming in. I'll get that shit shot. I hear it. Funny that. Get on the ground. Stop fucking me up. Bad shit on the launcher. Having all three of them alive ain't great. So we're gonna share them because they're in a corner. And again, our damage with furniture on tank is ridiculously large. Well recovered. Does remind you of good old Golden Fist Beast, doesn't it? And it's intentional. It is intentional. Deadly Dance is supposed to be like your Golden Fist for this game. It's ridiculous. Okay. Final boss, Winky Face. No, don't go into the thing again, you fucking moron. Persuade Kenmochi. Kenmochi is the answer. Kenmochi is a good boy. The last name shouldn't, no accident, blah blah blah. Winky Face. This fight fucking, I haven't done this fight well for a while, so see if I can get this fight good. First phase of this fight should be fine. Second phase is hard to pull off. Okay.
Shun, Mikiko.
Also, he's got Oda's voice actor from Zero as well. More comparisons with Zero. Went full London there for a second. Would it surprise you to learn that I was born near London? I just hide it well. I just hide it very well. I'm actually on good pace here. The country isn't that big. True. I do have a southern accent. Mine is from the Royal County of Berkshire, though. Royal County of Berkshire. Probably should have EX'd for this, but it's fine. Gonna EX here, actually. Good first phase. So it's phase 1 that goes well. It's phase 2 that's the problem. This is, I believe, triangle, triangle. No, it's not lonesome. It's actually, yeah. Oh, it's XX. Oops. Well, that's gonna hurt. Imagine I found out that's faster. Oh, I missed my timing. That's bad. I'm dead. Shit. Give me my EX back. This sucks. If I let him have an attack, I'm gonna lose so much time in this fight. That one's fine. You can do that attack. I'm okay with that. I should have done the EX. Oh my god. Terrible second phase. Awful second phase. Yeah, Knife Guy and Knife Daddy. This is Knife Daddy. Anyway, good job, folks. End of the speedrun, right? That's definitely the end of this video game. Yep. Congratulations, folks. We did it. See, there's the ending cutscene. It's all sad. Wait a minute. Why is there a point of no return here? Not quite done just yet. One more fight, and I'm in big trouble time-wise. We're gonna take Mikiko home. You can argue about, like, the stupidness of the trope of the fact that, you know, we're fighting over, like, an actual woman, but, like, this fight is so fucking stupid. It's so great. So, allow me to introduce you. I'm gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way, because he didn't actually do what he's supposed to do. Thank you, Shirakawa. Fuck you. Fine. I should build up my EX here. Yeah, I got my attack boost. Let's go. I'm actually messing up the first phase of this fight because of the extra attack. Thank you. But wait! There's more. I should probably just let that go through, honestly. I might not PB, actually, looking at this. Oh, come on. Nope. He's not playing! Sure, Carlos, fuck me. Die. Thank you. I might not actually PB. I'm upset. I can't remember how long these QTs take, but it takes a while. By the way, you fail any of these, you fail these QTs. Don't fail any of them. Last one is always triangle. It didn't PB, to be honest. Alright, cool. PB, I guess. That's a terrible PB, but I guess that's what you call the PB. Splits don't like.